Before you start this job, you want to bring the vehicle to a local shop where you can have the refrigerant extracted so that you can work on this vehicle safely. Take these push pins out. Just use a trim tool. Just get underneath. Pry this out a little bit. That pops off. Down in the back here, if you just slide the grill out a little bit, there is some clips. You need to squeeze these clips. You can either use some needle nose pliers. If you have a pick, you might be able to use a pick. And just slide down in here. I'll show it a little bit better once it's out. Then you squeeze just slightly, and then you just pull the grill at the base, slide it out. There's another one halfway down. Do the same. Another one on the other side, and then another one down here. You can just slide the grill out. This is what those clips look like. They just need to be squeezed, just like that. So when you squeeze it, then you can slide it out. You want to take a look underneath the bumper, see if there's any push pins or screws under the vehicle. On this vehicle, we don't have any. This screw just doesn't go to anything, but double check that. Everything should be loose under here. I'm going to remove the wheel so that I have more access. Use a 17mm socket, take these lug bolts out. When you get to the last one, just hold the wheel on. And grab the wheel and slide it off. There's a bolt right here. Use a T30 socket, take that bolt out. There may be another bolt over here. Take that one out as well. It should be the same size. There's all these push clips around the inner fender well. I'm going to take those out. Sometimes you can use a Phillips head screwdriver, unscrew the center part, and then just use a trim tool and pop out the rest. Take all those out. Take these out next. Here. Take this one out underneath here, just the same way. And then there is a 10mm nut here. It's just a plastic nut. You want to take that off. Just using a 10mm socket. You can slide that off the stud. Grab the inner fender well. Slide it down. And out of the way. On the driver's side, the washer bottle is going to be in your way. The passenger side, you shouldn't have any problem. To disconnect this connector, the easiest thing to do is just twist to the left, just slide the whole socket out, and you can push down on this little tab and just slide it off, just like that. You can push this back into the light assembly. Just leave that there for now. If there's a push pin right here, you want to remove that. Just use a trim tool. It's connecting those two pieces together. There's a push pin right here. Use a trim tool and take that off. Just kind of separate the center. And pop that out. Should separate a little bit right there. You can disconnect this light right here. Just push down on the tab, slide that off. There's two tabs right here that are pushed into the bumper. You want to separate those. You can use a straight blade screwdriver or a trim tool. Just get under those. Put a little bit of pressure on this, pushing forward, and you should be able to get that to separate. Like that. On the inside of this trim, there is these push clips or push pins. The easiest way to prevent these from breaking is just taking some needle nose pliers and just giving it a squeeze. Just slide those out like that. You can do that to all of them. There's about 7 of them. Go around. And just pull them out while you squeeze it. And 2 more. And the whole piece slides right out. Then we'll take this bolt out here, use a T25 socket. Remove that bolt. After you get that out, you can do the exact same procedure on the other side. Take these screws out. You're going to use a T25 Torx bit. And grab the bumper, and it'll slide right forward. I'm going to remove this line right here, use a T30 socket, take this screw out. There's no refrigerant in the system, but it's always a good idea to wear safety glasses when you're doing this. Just want to crack the line free a little bit. You might hear a little bit of a vacuum. A little bit of a vacuum. And we'll do the same on this lower one. Slide that bolt out. Slide that out of the way. We'll take this screw out, the two on top. Use a T25 socket. Bracket right there. Slide that bracket out. Then grab the condenser, slide it up, and you can slide it out. And slide the condenser in place. And line the hoses up now. You can lubricate the hoses with some AC oil. It helps them go in a little easier. And slide the brackets on. Get the screws started. And tighten those down. Just snug, not too tight. And put the bolts in for the hoses, or the lines that go in, up top and down below. And we'll tighten those down. Now line the bumper cover up. Get that all lined up. Looks good. And get these lined up. And snug it down. Try to snug it down in the same place it was when you took it off. Line this up, put this bolt in, snug it down, connect the fog light or the parking light, line that up, and just clip it in place. This wire is going to go to the side marker over here. Now take this cover and line it up. You can push the clips in once they're lined up. And then this front piece is going to clip in right there. Pushed in, looks good. And if you have a push pin, you want to push that through right there. Secure those two panels together. You can connect the connector for the light, lock it down. Now take this inner fender well and line it up. Now take all the push pins and just go around and push those in place. Kind of push them in a little bit. You can twist them a little, makes it a little easier. Just put those all back. Put this plastic nut back in place. Snug that down. And this bolt goes right here. Snug that down, and if you had another bolt, put that in. And you can repeat the procedure for the other side. Put the wheel on, line it up. Put the lug bolts in. Now I'm going to torque the lug nuts to 110 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. Take the grill, line up these tabs down below with the slots. Make sure they're all lined up. And then lock those in place. And put the push pins in, push those down.